Hey everyone, Ariel Adams here with aBlogtoWatch. Please subscribe to our videos on YouTube and like this video if you find it useful. This is a review of a TAG Heuer Monaco, not just any Monaco, but a Monaco for Monaco, as I like to say. This is the Monaco Calibre 12 ACM limited edition. And ACM stands for Automobile Club de Monaco. So the name of the collection is Monaco, but this is actually for the Automobile Club of Monaco. So it's kind of this interesting irony. But that's actually not really what it is. I mean, that's what it is, but I think that to TAG Heuer enthusiasts, this represents something else. And the reason is because the case is black. Now, in the 70s, there was a Monaco that was also black. They had all these different names, but people even argue if it was actually a production model because there's so few of them. But it was the only black Monaco, and it was an interesting piece. It was quite attractive, and people liked it. And so this is kind of a retro redo of that black Monaco, but not really, because there's differences. Of course, that original one had nothing to do with the Automobile Club de Monaco. This is just sort of TAG's way of slightly homaging it, and some of those features, for example, the crown and pushers are in steel versus that black coating, and of course the dial is different. So if you're interested in this strictly as a redo of that historic piece, it may or may not satisfy you, but you just think it's cool to have a black colored Monaco with this, inner orange for the Automobile Club de Monaco. There's a little insignia there on the back of the case. Then this is cool. I like it. I think it's interesting that it sort of alludes to that classic piece, but it also is something new and fresh. And I think the Monaco looks great in this sort of black case. What they've done, this is their titanium carbide coating, which is nicely done here. You have brushed elements as well as polished elements, and so you have this nice mixture of these flat black surfaces as well as this polish, as you can see. And I love there on the Monaco how that crystal is raised up like that, so you get a little bit of light play on the edges there. It's just overall a cool piece. The Monaco collection, this is a 39mm Monaco, so in terms of size, it's not the biggest watch, but because it's basically a square watch, it does look very, very good on the wrist. But if you do have larger wrists, you might find that this piece is not going to be as big as you want. But there's definitely larger square watches out there. But I think for a lot of people, the size is really fantastic. I personally thought the size might be too small until I put on my wrist. What I love about the Monaco is that the dial itself, at least the time-telling part, is round. So you have effectively speaking, you have a round dial and a square watch, and the case is not perfectly square. It's sort of more of a cushion shape, and I think they did a great job of sort of enhancing the various rounded and curved elements of the case for a very attractive design. It's a great design. If you've never had a Monaco on your wrist, I recommend it. I'm not someone that tends to always like wearing square watches, and this is one of the few ones I think does a very, very good job of looking good. So this version of the Monaco has the Calibre 12 movement, which is a base automatic with a chronograph module, and you have, of course, a 2-register chronograph, so this measures up to 30 minutes, and of course you have the classic Monaco subdials, which attempt to match the shape of the case, which I think just works so well here. It's so cool. There's a little hint of orange there at the tip of the chronograph seconds hand, and of course you have the date down there at 6 o'clock. Overall, nice. Just a good-looking classic Monaco dial, and I like that there isn't crazy amounts of colors. It's just very much a simple two-tone dial with just that hint of orange. I think it's done very, very well. That splash of orange inside is great. TAG Heuer and some brands like to do this where they cover up the movement a little bit with this sort of insignia. So you do tend to block the movement a little bit, but I think it's okay because basically mostly what you're blocking is just that connection point of the automatic rotor. The movement itself is nicely decorated. You have stripes on the rotor and lots of perlage on most of the bridges, on most of the sort of the main plate there of the movement. So it's done nicely, and I thought this was a good looking piece for 2013. It's very indicative of the Monaco collection overall, but this is a especially handsome one with this cool strap and cool black case. So again, this is the TAG Heuer Monaco. And this particular version is the Calibre 12 Automatic Chronograph ACM Limited Edition. Not sure how many pieces the limited edition is right now, but we will definitely cover that in the full review. Price is $8,200. And again, you can see the full review in aBlogtoWatch soon. Thanks.